We're back to playing Beltmatic, and we're going to start off by making 9219. So our highest 4-digit number so far, or highest number to be fair, because we haven't made any 5-digit numbers yet. So I'm going to start, I did a bit of working out for it beforehand. I'm going to first get rid of this trail of 64s, because that's the pathway we're going to use later to feed to the big cube. And so to make 9219, you can do 4 to the power of 5, and when you do that, you get 1024. And then you can times it by 9 and get to 9216. Then all we need to do is add a 3. So first we're going to start with that. So we need to do 4 to the power of 5. So we got a 4, we got a 5 here. We got a 9 that we will need later, and then we can use this 3 that we already have. Okay, so now 4 to the power of 5. And then it also needs to go into a multiplier. So I did build this contraption over here before, which is a exponentiator, which we can do 4 to the power of 5 with. And then we can feed in the times 9. So let's bring that up here. Let's fit that right in. And then after this, we need to add 3 on. So if we just set up like here, I'd say, yeah, that should work. And also, since we want to add 3, what we can do is we can just make, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to delete that. I meant to add a belt. So if we add 2 belts here, we'll connect four of them up right now, to be honest. So we add 4 here, and we add our adders in. So they all get fed into the A bit. And then we just add something that can kind of like just connect them all up. So maybe we do this little trail like this and just connect them all up at the ends here. And if we copy this and we just place it on top, there we are. Okay, now we got adders going in. So now what we do is let's just connect everything up. So we need 4 to the power of 5. So that means the 5 needs to go into the B slot, which we can send through here. And then the 4 needs to go to the A slot. And this should output 1024 if we did this right. And then the 9 needs to be brought down right into here so it can be multiplied. And yeah, it does pull down what we're looking for. Now the 9 should just multiply because they go into the B slot. And then we just need to add a connection of 3s. They go into the B slot of the adders right here. So just slowly connecting these up, little by little. And this should, as I can see, it gives us 9219s. Now, hopefully, like if, okay, there they are. And let's just connect them all up right now. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Let me demolish this. Let's connect these up straight down to here. And if I did it right, we should hopefully like have, yeah, there's no, I guess, storage issues. Wait, I want to try using this. I want to see how these storages work, but I didn't use it really here. I don't know, maybe we could store a bunch of trees beforehand. See, I don't get it. Like, okay, let's say I place this storage in. What does that do? It just stores the trees temporarily. They're still just running through. See, I don't know. Okay, but we're going to ignore the storage for now. And yeah, we've just, again, the system should be constantly outputting those 9219s. Okay, so now we can work on, let's see what number we can work on 7443. So this is one I also did the working out for. And I got, I think it's a bit complicated, to be honest, but it kind of works, and it might be the best way to do it. I don't know. Yeah, so it's 5, so it's 5 to the power of 4, which then gives you 5 to the power of 4 gives you 625. And then if we minus 5 from it, we get 620, and then times that by 12, we get 7440. Then we can just add a 3. I'm not too sure if that is the best way, to be honest, but it's 5 operations, right? Like, I mean, 4 operations. So I don't know if I can get better than that, I'm gonna be honest. So we need a 5, 4, 12, and a 3. I don't know why I'm placing here, but let's find that. We got the 12s up here, we got the 3, we just need a 5 and a 4. We got a 4 right here, and we got a 5 over here. They're a bit far apart from each other, but it's all right. So 5 and a 4. So we need to start with 5 to the power of 4, which we can just copy this contraption over here. And then these need to be fed into a subtraction or subtractor. So let's put this down here. Place that right here. Then you know what? If we feed them directly into the subtractor, that might work out nicely. So let's rotate this subtractor. So A minus B. Yep. We just play them on top like that. Okay, we'll do 4 to begin with. So just connect them up. Okay. Before we continue this, let's just get this going. So what do I need to do? I need to do 5 to the power of 4. So the to the power of 4 goes into the B slot, which I mean, 4 goes into the B slot, and then 5 goes into the A slot. So this should give us 625, and then the 5 needs to come back in, and I'll go into the subtraction bit. So we put the subtractor down here. Yep. And these should output 620 if I did everything right. Can they please output? Let's see. I just want to test before I... Perfect. Okay, let's just extend this a bit out. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we'll do it anyway. And now let's copy this little setup that we got going on. So if we do this, okay, I think that works fine. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Let's repeat it here. And there we are. And these should all, if I did it all correctly, they should all output 620. That's perfect. Now these then need to go into a multiplication setup that we need to create. So so let's just connect these all up and copy over a multiplication thing. We could copy this, yeah. I want a bigger one, like one that's like 12, I think. Yeah, we'll copy this one down here actually instead. So we'll do this. And where were we working? Oh my god, I've lost where we're working. Oh, here? No. Here we're working. Okay. So let's rotate this around. And really and truly, if we could just fit this in like this. Okay, and now we just need to bring the 12 in, which can be brought up from here. And these can go into adders, so let's delete this all, because we just need adder 3 after we multiply by 12, because this will give us 7, 4, whoops, this will give us 7,440. Let's just see, yep, perfect. And now all we need to do is sort out the adders that will give us our remaining values. Let's connect all these up. Okay, and now we need to add in a way for freeze to get in. So let's just put an extractor here for the freeze. Bring this all down right to here, and in it goes. And this will give us 7443 once we've done this. So now let's again just extend the path a little bit, copy it all over. And now we can just paste, we can just copy and paste it, the rest of it in. And let's just delete the little excess at the end. We got a 7443, which is perfect. Now we have to get this all the way back home. And we need to find a place where we can put it in. And to be honest, we've almost leveled up there. Oh, we've leveled up our belts, which is nice. So they're going to be traveling a bit faster. So what numbers are we not using that we're feeding? 307, 285, 169. Okay, 169 is on that side. So I'll leave that 285. Are we using 285s anymore? No, we're not. That's perfect. So if we get rid of this 285 little trail, actually, if it's coming in, let's find where it's coming in from, this 285 trail. Okay, it's coming in from this little contraption here, which is kind of, I don't know what the hell this is doing. So I think we can just delete this. Yeah, we're just going to delete this little 285 contraption. Get rid of this, get rid of these 7s. Going across. Get rid of all of this rubbish. Okay, done some spring cleaning. And now let's connect off these to that same trail. So if we do that like this, now we should have 7,443s being sent off. And we are, yeah, we've done a pretty good job there. Okay, so now this is about to be done. We're about to unlock 17s. Let's see what the new level has in stock for us. Okay, we're on 5352. On 5352, let me see what that one is. Okay, so for 5352, how are we gonna do that? Okay, we can get up pretty high by taking powers to certain numbers. So like, for example, with the stuff with the working outs I was doing, I would just kind of like taking a big number, seeing it the highest power I could take it, and then playing around with it. So like, for example, we'll start with like 13 to the power of 3. That's 2197. So maybe we can times it by 2. We get 4394 if we do that. If we times it by 3, we get 6,591, so we go over. So 13 to the power of 3 isn't really going to work. But let's try maybe 12 to the power of 3, and then timesing that by 4 gives us 6918. 12 to the power of 3 times by 4 is not it. What about 12 to the power of 3 times by 3? That gives us 5184, and we're like 100 and a bit off. 5184. So 5184 is 5352. We're about 168 off. Is there an easy way to make 168? There could be. There could be. Okay, wait. I'm gonna try a different number because that's a bit far, but we can get close. Okay, let's try 11 to the power of 3. That gives us 1331. Wait, that sounds pretty promising. If we times 11 to the power of 3 by 4, we get 5324. That means we're only, I think, 28 away. Let me just quickly check that. Yeah, that makes us only 28 away. 11 to the power of 3 times 4. So we can just add 28. But actually, what we can do before we times it by 4, if we do 11 to the power of 3 plus 7, and then times all that by 4, we get 5352. So I might just rock with that one. 5352. Okay, so I need to do 11. I don't know where my 11 is. I need to find an 11, but we need an 11, a 3, a 7, and a 4. And we can do it in 3 operations. Again, if you guys know any better, please let me know. But I need to try and figure this out. Where's 11? Is 11? I'm being blind. Okay, there's an 11 here we can use. We need a 3. We need a 7 and a 4. Okay, we can borrow this 4 from here. Therefore, there's a 7 and a 3 over here. Yeah, we can just create up here then. I think this is the best place we got. We got 3, 11, we got 7, a 3, and a 4. Oh, this is a bit better. Everything's a bit more close to each other. So what we need is we need a exponentiator that leads into an adder. So we can copy this little setup for now and then make it lead into the +7 adder that we're going to use. So this needs to be 11 to the power of 3, so let's build it right here. Okay, so we need 11 to go into the A slot, which we can just do this. And we need 3 to go into the N slot. So if we stop pulling all of these out, this should give us 11 to the power of 3, which is 1331. Yeah, perfect. And now we need to feed these into some adders, which we'll put like this. So it'll go into the B slot of the adder. Okay, let's just place those down. And then with the 7, we're going to put that down here. We're going to go over here. We're going to put that in here. And boom. And we're going to output this here. And there we go. And now we just got to start combining this up. And that should be it for this bit. And then these need to get multiplied by 4. So now we need a multiplication machine, which we can just steal from some other contraption I have built. I want one of the big multiplication machines. Yep, one of these. And so this is kind of set up like, we'll just do this. And bring it down. So these just need to be multiplied by 4. So if we place it down like this, right here, yep, these can all come up and out and into the top bit, I think. So let's just, and this should hopefully only take them to the A slots of the multiplication machine. Now let's just connect all of these up, connecting them all up, connecting them all up. Okay, and this one connects up here. And then the 4 can just travel right in here. And hopefully this should get our 5. Yeah, perfect. I'm actually so happy about this. Let's fucking go. Connect, connect, connect. Okay, let's line this all up. Okay, I got 5 to 4 here being made. Do I actually need this? 5, 4, 2. No, I don't. So I'm gonna get rid of this and I also don't need 540 as well. Both of these can go, so let's just delete those from here. I can just delete this whole little pathway. Is it this huge machine being used to create fire? Damn, we were really in the struggles back then. Like, what the hell were we doing here? Anyways, I'm just gonna, yeah, get rid of this whole thing. And let's just connect the contraption we made up here. Okay, so here's all our numbers. Drag them down, and let's. Oh, we're gonna get caught out here, so let's go in at this point. Let's go in at this point. And then go down from here. Or just connect up to it, kind of. Let's connect up to it, go down, cut across everything, and then line up with these, and just feed it right in there perfectly. Okay, this should hopefully start making this tick. Let's just follow along what's going. Yep, they're all going through. There's no gaps as well as they go through, so that again is a good sign. We're filling up the belt to maximum flow. Yeah, you want to hit max flow when you're feeding to the end, otherwise you're just leaving like space on space. Like anywhere you can see there's a gap, I can add more operators and it'll go faster, right? Like, and so I mean, adding more operators will make my score count up towards objective way faster because there's gaps in the machine. Like, I can always just copy and paste the machine twice and have another belt going into the thing. But again, that's, you know, adding another space, like adding another belt to feed into the end. We want to maximize every single belt we use. And it's okay to add another belt, but you don't want to be adding another belt if you aren't maximizing, you know, your current belt that you're using, right? It's not the best idea. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's a game. You play how you want, you know what I mean? Okay, so we're making 5530. Let's try and get onto that one. 5530. So how would we make this if we think about it? This one seems quite difficult, but we can divide it by 5. So let's do that first. And then we get 1106. It's an easy division by 5. So that's why I'm thinking, like, we can divide it by 10 too, but 5 is quick. And with 1106, 1106 is a bit annoying, potentially. I can't think of that many easy ways to get to 1106 just yet, but let's see. Okay, I'm gonna divide it by 3. We can divide it by 2 again and get 5 by 3. And like, let's build up to 5 by 3. Nah, I don't think that's the best. Oh wait, we are locked the upgrade here. Oh, we got 5-digit number. Alright, guys, you know what? Do we make this episode where we attempt a 5-digit number? I don't think it'll be like I don't think it'll be too difficult, maybe. But you know what? I think it might be worth attempting the 5-digit number. Like, let's ignore the working out we just did. Okay, 29264. Let's try different powers of 4. Okay, 13 to the power of 4. 28561. We just need to add 1,000 to it. That's not that bad. But we can't multiply it by anything to get closer, so we need to add a really large number. 12 to the power of 4, 20, well, we need to add a really large number, 20736. Okay, 11 to the power of 4, 14641. Wait, that's actually pretty close. And if we times 11 to the power of 4, we get 29,282. That's only 18 higher, so we need to subtract 18. But what we can do is subtract 9 before we times by 2. So all this is 11 to the power of 4 minus 9 times 2, which, like, is surprisingly easy for a big 11-digit number. 11 to the power of 4 minus 9 times 2. So we need an 11, we need a 9, we need a 2. All we need is a 4, and we could build it right here. Let's get a 4. Oh, we have a 4 here. Oh, here. Yeah, let's just get this 4. So let's build it down here, to be honest. So this is, oh, we're gonna need, we literally need this whole bit over here. That's it. We're just copy and pasting this exponentiator into a subtractor into a multiplicator. So let's just copy it all. And we do not want to be running into an add after. Wait, we got an upgrade here. We got another 5-digit number, so we could try that next. But yeah, so let's copy this over. Now we want to build it around here. Slap this down. We got an 11 to the power of 4. Let's bring the 11 down. So the 11 needs to go into the A slot. Then the 4 that we're going to use from here. This needs to go into the B slot. There we are. Okay, so we got 11 to the power of 4 being made. Now we need to subtract 9. So we just need to put the 9 into the subtraction bit right here. So we're subtracting 9 now. And what should come out is 11 to the power of 4 minus 9 is 14,000, sorry, 632. So, you know, we making, wait, why is it not coming out? Oh, the 4s aren't coming. Or the 4s. Oh, I didn't connect them. My bad. My bad, guys. Okay, so when this all comes out, then we just need to times it by 2, which we can just bring in from right here. And you know what? We can. Let's bring it in from this side. We can bring it in from this side. So when we do bring it, but I don't want it to like just break. So if we don't want it to break, we need to get rid of this. So it only goes into the B slots. And let's bring it in and just drag it across. And then we'll demolish all of this because it looks kind of ugly and do the output. And that should give us 29264. And let's just double check. 29264. Oh, we made our first like 5-digit number, guys. Holy shit. That's what I'm titling this video. We're making 5-digit numbers. We're making the first 5. I don't know. Well, I'll see. You guys already know what the title is when you come and watch this. Okay, let's connect all of these up. And then drag them down into here. Drag them down. And connect it all up. Yeah, boy, first 5-digit number. How many of y'all can say you made a 5-digit number, Beltmatic? Don't worry, now you can because you made it with me. Okay, let's see like if it's outputting nicely. Yep, no gaps in the trail. So you know, again, we want to make sure there's never any gaps in our flows. Okay, should we try and make the other 5-digit number like hit a bit of a 2 and 1? 2 and 1 for y'all? Okay, 13115. So 13115. Oh, this one doesn't seem that would be easy. Let's try a few. Okay, so 11 to the power 4, we're already like pretty much well over by 1,000. 10 to the power of 4 is 10,000, so we need 3,000 more. What about 9? 9 to the power of 4. And then if we times that by 2, we get really close. We get 13122, 13,122. So then we just need minus 7. So 9 to the power of 4 times 2, minus 7. 9, 4, 2, 7. We kind of just need to rebuild the same machine here, but swap around the multiplication and subtraction. But what we can do is we kind of did build this all over here before. So let's just copy that over. Like, damn, that one's pretty, like, easy, and we're quite lucky. But I guess that's how the game's a bit designed. Like, once you get to, like, a milestone, there's, like, methods you've used before already that work, so you can just use them again. So now we do 9 to the power of 4. So let's just make it here, to be honest. Let's bring the 9 in. So the 9 needs to go into the A slot. Let's put that down there. Then we need 4. We need to bring the 4 down into here. And then bring that down into here. So we have 9 to the power of 4. Then we need to bring this 2 right down into here. And that should give us 1,312. Why is this not going? The 4s are still coming. Or 1,000 or 13,122 should give us. I don't know why I'm messing with my numbers in my head. Okay, now we just need to subtract 7 from all of these. And we can copy the subtraction machine that we have over here. So let's copy this over. And we just need to feed this 7 into it. And we are pretty much done with this. Now I just need to find where I'm building it because I'm lost. Okay, here. So let's rotate this around. And this can go here. So the subtraction pieces need to go into the A slot. So these need to go into here. And then we just need to drag the 7, which is conveniently placed right here. It's right up in and down. And this should give us the number we're looking for, which is 13115. And let's take a look. 13115. 13115. 13,115. Okay, now we just need to figure out where we're gonna add it into this contraption. Okay, we surely don't need any of these top 3 that are being made. Surely not. Let's take a look. Where's the numbers? Yeah, look, we're at minimum 740 is the minimum we need right now. Everything else is useless, which is this entire section. So you know what, let's just get rid of it all. Okay, it goes up to here. Continue. Get rid of this. Rid of all of this. We'll go down this pathway first. Get rid of whatever this is. Well, where even is this? How far away did we build it? Oh, we're going down now. We're going on a whole journey to figure out where this came from. Even the 169s are. Might as well start clearing those out too, actually. Oh, we can. Oh my. Okay, is this whole section just going to be... Okay, so that goes. Useless. These can all go too, actually. They're probably... Wait. What's this building? Yeah, this was building the 669. And these can go too. And good. Okay, we cleared a lot of the base. And let's clear these out, the 546s as well. Oh, I'm being a bit OCD with the clearing, but don't worry. Has to be done. We don't want our factory to be inefficient now, would we? Would we, guys? Huh? Yeah, exactly. No inefficiencies out here. Okay, so now let's connect this up to the cube. It can come anywhere on this side. So we're laughing. You know what? This 14 is crazy. We can actually like just have 14. I don't know how we're making it here, but we can literally just have 14 running straight from an extractor. So for us to be making it, this must be some really old root. Yeah, 7 times 2. Insane. Genuinely insane behavior. Now it would be. But back then, that's where we were at. That's what we needed to struggle with. Okay, let's take this right down from into the top. Does this work? Yeah, we actually does. Straight in. Oh, fuck. I missed. Damn it. Damn it. That's so annoying. We'll just do this now. Oh, oops. I'm deleting everything. We'll just do this now. Oh, god damn it. But yeah, okay, so now we've made that number. Should we try crank one more out? What can we make? Get back to the 4 digits. So let's work on the next one, and we're going to work on 6486. This one's actually relatively easy. It was one I had worked out before. And this is just 6 to the power of 4, which gives us 1296. Then we times that by 5, which gives us 6480 plus 6. So we get 6486 with that. Okay, so let's find a 6 to the power of 4 times 5 plus 6. So we need a 645 to do this. So we got the 4, we got the 6, we got the 5, you know, everything's around here. Let's just take one of these. So put this down here, put this down here. We'll grab this 6 from up here. So we need a exponentiator into a multiplicator into addition. So I feel like we've made this combo literally right here. Okay, so we can just copy all the parts here and just plug things in now into this. So let's just paste it down here. And it kind of does fit right here too. We could paste it right here to be fair. Yeah, we'll paste it right here. So we need a 6 to the power of 4. So let's drag our 6 from up here. And this needs to go into the A slot of the exponentiator, which will be like this. Then the 4 will go right into the B slot. And that should be fine. Now the 5 needs to go into this bit, and we're just gonna, you know what, we're just gonna drag it across. And then the 6 needs to also go right down into here, but we'll just kind of connect it a bit nicer. If we just do it right here like that, or actually let's just go along, let's go down a bit, go along a bit first, then bring it right down in, and there we are. And this should give us 6486 if I did this correctly. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. So there we are with that one, and we can just connect this up into our base, which is right here, so not even a long distance. And we got another 4-digit number done. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for this video. I hope you enjoyed us making some 5-digit numbers. And if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe and comment. Like if any of these numbers could have been made more efficiently, you made it this far, you might as well like and subscribe though. And I will catch you in the next one. And these are the numbers we're not here, sorry. these are the numbers we have to make in the next one: 7,199, 5,530, 7,034. So if you do know how to make them in an efficient way, please let me know in the comments. But otherwise, yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.